Welcome back to Stock Talk Trades. Cardano is absolutely cruising at the moment. Will it continue to keep going? I don't know. Really don't know with cryptocurrencies and what's going to happen, but we're going to use the best of our ability. We're going to use all of the tools that we have necessary to determine what the most likely probability is, if it's going to continue up or if it's going to retrace. First, we have to actually pay attention on Bitcoin, what's happening with Bitcoin. On the daily chart, I hate looking at Bitcoin on the daily chart. Look how choppy this is. That's why I always usually look at Bitcoin on the weekly chart. And if you did see my Bitcoin update, it's still valid to today. So if you guys want to see that, link is in the description. I don't think Bitcoin's going to continue higher. Look at this volume. Let's go ahead and zoom in here so that volume is increased. Look, we have very high volume on a doji candle. Again, smaller volume, but we're continuing higher. This is indicating that the volume is not validating the price action. Therefore, we should expect a pullback. That same thing we're going to apply to Cardano. We have very light volume, but we have 6 days left, so I'm not going to include this candle. Let's go back to ADA. On the weekly chart, again, on this run, look how much volume we had. Look how much volume we had. Pullback, and now we have very light volume. This is indicating that there's not any sellers at the moment currently. No sellers really want to take Cardano at the moment. So let's go ahead and jump in on the daily chart because it's a little bit more clean. So on the weekly chart, we are, on the weekly chart, we do have two increasing in volumes here and here, but we also have 6 days left on this candle. I do expect us to have lighter volume. Maybe we might continue to break that $3 level and then continue higher with Cardano, but I don't expect it to stay up there. Again, when we're looking at, if we go and zoom in on the daily, we have a nice pop, pullback, and then a continuation. We had a pause in the move. But we have decreasing volume as it continues higher and higher. That is indicating that the buyers are losing steam. Now we're just looking, let's see, where can this go? Again, this is an all-time high. Today is an all-time high. Again, I think we found resistance right at $3. So if we don't break 3, we have room all the way back down to around 225, and then room lower. Again, I follow price action and volume. I don't have to use all of these hundreds of different indicators because the volume really shows what the big dogs are doing. If there's high volume, look, high volume, again, high volume on a small doji candle. This is indicating that first, the sellers might be taking control, but it's not a tag and go. It's a nice indicating the sellers might be taking control, and then it slowly and then turns and goes in either direction. In this case, I think it's going to continue coming down. We might see today might be a nice top, come down, maybe make a double top, and then continue lower. I think we have room all the way down to probably around $2 natural support, maybe even $1.90. Ideally, we want to stay above $2 natural support. We don't really have too much support there besides of it being natural. We do have much more support at around $185, $190. I do expect it to come there. This is the 200 moving average. I do like this for Bitcoin. I have this on from Bitcoin because that's when I plan on buying Bitcoin, is when it comes down and touches it on the weekly chart. And you see how we pull back after the bull run, pull back. We touched it, but I don't count that because that was a flash sale. So I'm really waiting for this pullback to the 200 moving average before I actually jump into any Bitcoin. And again, since Bitcoin, I believe, is going to go down, I think Cardano is going to go down. So if you have Cardano, please take your profits. Don't be stuck holding the bag. If you're in the green, take that money. Unless you believe in Cardano long term, you're investing, then it's all good. Don't have to worry about finding another trade. When you exit, you have to find a whole new entry. You don't want to just enter wherever. So if you're not looking forward to it, okay, here, another example. Here's another, we have increasing in volume on this candle, but we have a smaller spread than the previous candle. So that is indicating that the sellers that could be taking control because we have a smaller spread. Usually if we have an increase in volume with an increase in spread, we know that it's one-sided, that the buyers are really taking over or the sellers are taking over. But in this case, it's not. This is the first sign that the alarm bells should be going off in your head. When you're looking, this works on all time frames. Volume price analysis is the best strategy you can use because it takes in the whales, takes in the market makers. This works on every single market out there. Again, let's go, if you're looking at this earlier, let's go to the 2-hour chart. Let's see what happening. Again, we have a nice uptrend on this And again, let's go ahead and draw that uptrend just to get a better observation of what is actually happening. So we have the first touch, second touch. Well, I'm gonna just count this as one. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Looking for the fifth touch. So what I believe is going to happen is this fifth touch is going to come down, maybe bounce, not make a high. If we break the previous high, then this, what I'm talking about, is invalid. But if it doesn't make a previous high, then I think we're going to break. We have room down to around, again, 266. Then I believe we're gonna, if we crack 260, or if we crack around 260, we're coming down all the way to around 240. But I believe we're not going to find support till around 225. So again, this is from where it's at right now. This is, again, you have the potential to missing the move. This is around a 20% decrease in the next few days or for the rest of the week. Again, always trade at your own strategies. I am not a financial advisor. Nobody is, really. Nobody knows. Nobody has a magic wand. But we're going to do our best because we follow the volume and follow the big dogs and what the overall trend is doing. Since we have very high volume, almost an hour left, with a smaller spread of the previous, this is indicating that the sellers now have control, and I think we're going to start entering into this double top. You know, if you caught this video early, awesome. Thank you so much for watching. Go ahead and subscribe. I post a lot of good content on YouTube. I'm really taking my YouTube game to the next level. Stay tuned for the next few videos coming out. I'm doing a lot of helpful videos, a lot of help for you guys how to trade. If you guys like this crypto, I'll do other cryptocurrency technical analysis. Right now, ADA is absolutely rocketing, so I know that a lot of people want to watch it. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Go ahead and like this video, drop a comment down below what you want to see next, and subscribe to see more. Love y'all. Peace.